So, anything you want to ask?
In the first class, yeah, no. So first class was, yeah, in the
Any
Eclipse.
question? In any question, anything you want to discuss, anything.
Uh, no, like it was very understandable, and I was able to do few, I was able to practice the basic things what you taught yesterday. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have, but that is like based on my computer issue. So I thought like I will after couple of class, if I don't fix it, then I thought I'll ask you the Eclipse one. Like I had that there some issue.
What are the issues you are getting?
I was like the folder structure was not coming because I was trying to do one at a time, one at a time, like that. But then then I by mistake I removed the program, the problem there was like console, everything was showing right there. I closed this problem tab, and that I did not know how to get back that.
When you just download the Eclipse, before that, I have asked you to go for the JDK thing.
Yes, I did all those. Yeah, that part at all is fine. I did all the those installations. Yeah.
Okay.
So this one,
So,
like, you see that down there, you see four tabs, right? Actually, four tabs was there in mine. In that, by mistake, what I did, I was trying to check the views. That time, by
mhm.
mistake, I closed. I removed this problem, but I will
Okay,
check
just
myself.
go for the window, then
Uh,
say appearance.
uh-huh.
Okay, or I can say just a minute. Window appearance, maximize, show view. Okay, now these are the things here. Show view. You can select any
Okay.
problems.
So
Here you can
under
just,
Windows,
yeah,
show view. Okay.
okay, you can get anything. If you just suppose I mistakenly closed, I can just say window, show view, then click on console. Again, it
Okay.
will come back. Okay,
Okay.
we don't need this. It's sometimes helpful. We don't need this thing. Okay, so you can
Okay.
remove this. The main thing right now
Only
is my
console we
console.
need, right? Only the main the
Yeah.
console. Okay. I
Okay.
also thought so, but somewhat I removed that, and then um
Mm. The main thing is
yeah.
this one. Okay, so not again just remember Windows show
Uh-huh.
view. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Windows show view. Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, the way you
Mhm.
thought, yeah, I was like that the too much of fear for the program got little bit reduced. That's something I saw positively yesterday after the class.
Mm. Okay, that's a good thing. So hi Avinash.
Hi, Avinash.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So Avinash, please be on time.
Just sure, sir. I'll from tomorrow I'll do my best for sure.
Okay. So any problem regarding first class or anything you want to discuss?
No. It was clear.
Okay, it was clear. So okay then.
Mhm.
Anything from you, Kathai? Anything from you?
No, it's good. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
Okay. Now the query of Kathai is if you just this window, then she is unable to get it back. Okay, suppose if you say facing the same problem, just go to your window and go to show view, and here this you have every windows. You just click on console and your console window will get back. Okay, so
Okay.
let's start with the today's topic. Now we are just discussing string things more. I will add say new class and name it as second class and go for the main method.
Oh,
Suppose if I
uh,
just yeah.
Abjit,
Mhm.
one more thing. Here you do is it like package name? It is not mandatory to give the package name, right? So every time I have
No, you will know that why there is a package name, why we should give the package name. When we going for the test cases, then I will go for the package name test cases. If I'm suppose the thing that Java helping files, I will go for the Java help files. I will name that package. I will put that Java helping files in Java packages, and I will put my test cases file in test cases, and I will just maintain my project in such a way. That's why they say do in the package. Right now we are
Okay.
just studying the Java thing that were topics. So we I'm not bothered about the package thing. Okay,
No,
but
no
later
worries.
on,
You
yeah,
know why
later
I
on we will
asked?
see. Hmm.
Because when I'm trying to create separate script, separate package and classes was keep on creating. I did not know why it is giving every time SRE, GRE, like that full package was creating.
Yeah, yeah.
I got
Hmm.
confused. Where is my script like that? So that is where I
No,
had a doubt. How will I get
no,
everything?
just if you suppose if you want say, I
Uh-huh.
just say new package. I just name it as a study material.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Okay, and I will just say I will copy and paste it over here. Okay, now it will just give me the any errors.
Okay.
I think so. It is giving me error, but what is the error I'm not getting? If I just run as Java, okay. So I will just first remove this, delete it now. Suppose if I go with say new package and name it as again study material,
Mm-hmm.
so this will work. Then we'll say copy paste. Okay, it will again give me error. So I will just build a new thing. Okay, now say right click, new class, and say
Okay, that is what I did after that when it did not come.
okay, second class. Okay, now suppose if you just miss to click on this button, okay, now you want to that you have two main method. You can do it like just write MA, then control space bar. Okay, now just your main method comes.
Oh, yeah, me. Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
now so we are talking about string today,
Yeah,
somewhat.
sure.
Say string str1 equal to say I will say today is fine day. Say we are learning. Okay, this is a string. Okay, now what will I do? I can get the number of characters. Say name it as anything you want. Sorry. Okay, and say str1 dot length. Okay, now if I run this, say run as Java application. Okay, I have to print it out. Say chars. Okay, run as Java. Now you see 34. Okay, so now it is giving me 34. So can you tell me, any one of you, that if there is a space, then the space is counted in this 34 characters or not?
Yes.
So what
Yes.
about your, yes,
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It will count.
okay, yes, it will count. That's the thing. If I say I've said TODAY, so then space will also be counted. Okay, now say uh, now I want to print every character. Now I know there is a I have the length. Okay, now what will I do? I will go my for loop. Here we will study the for loop as well. Okay, now for int I equal to 0 because indexing starts with 0. I is less than this thing. What it will give me? It will give me 34. So I is less than 34, basically what I am writing, and I plus plus. Okay, this is how we write a for loop. What is this? This is initialization, this is the condition, and this is the incrementation, all in the same step. Okay, now if I want to print all the characters one by one, so what we'll do, say so, and say str1. Now there is a inbuilt functions dot char at index. What it will returns the character value at the specified index, and index ranges from 0 to length of -1. What we have done, the same thing. Now we have the index starting with 0. Okay, string 1 dot char at I. Okay, now I will gonna change. First it was 0, then it will gonna 1, 2, 3. Okay, now suppose if I just, yeah, I will just put a breakpoint over here. Okay, now I will debug it. Okay, now it stops here, and I have told you about the debugging thing. If I press uh, F6, it will go to the next line. Okay, now you see here it is planted T because T is the first character. Okay, now again O. Okay, then again D, A, Y. Now space. It has printed out of space. Now I. Okay, so this way we can go through each character. Okay. Now if you say today is fine day. Now you see it has taken a dot as a single character. Okay. We are learning. Okay. Stop. Okay. Now if you see we have print each and every character. Okay. Now suppose what I want, that I want to print till it reaches the first space. So how would I do that?
First space. You
Yeah,
mean like
I just
after
want,
today?
yeah, but I just want to print this one only. Avinash, can you try? Avinash, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay,
So
so yeah, let's try. This is logic part. Kothai, you can try also.
I'm not getting like any idea like how the how to get it.
Okay, now
at
suppose,
fifth index
Oh,
it is there.
checking
It
every
is
value, every character, and checking if there is a space until then.
yeah, you are going in the right path. You have to check every value. Okay, suppose just say
Check if
now
space.
now there is a thing known as char. It will take a single value. Okay, say char, say where one. You can name it as any str. Same thing.
Compare.
Okay, now okay, I have taken into a thing. Now what will I do after this? I get T O D A Y. Okay, now space is there. So I say if
Oh, can put case
where
or something. Oh, yeah.
one equal to say this
Space.
thing. Okay? If it gets like this one, now it is giving me error, say invalid character count. Okay, now this one. Okay, if you get the space, then just say break. Okay, now suppose if I will just say this one. Now, if I run this, run as developer. Okay, now you see it will
Mhm.
print only today. Got it, Avinash?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the logic thing. Okay, now I know that when the first things come, it will break. Now, suppose here I say str1, say str1 equal to str1 dot substring substring I. Let us see what happens. I just after this for loop, I again print str1. Okay, so this is the last print thing. First, my str1 is look like this. Okay, now let us see what it will give us. Say run as Java application. Now you see what is str1 now? It has removed the word today. The thing which is prior to, you can say, space here, it has deleted all the things. Getting it? Now, suppose, say, character is suppose f. I say if variable 1 is equal to f. Now, f comes over here. Okay. When it comes here, it will go inside and dot substring according to that I. You know, if I again run as, now you see, find, it will delete all the things before the variable f. Okay, dot substring means add that index, just go for all the things. Okay, now again repeating, suppose if I say d, d is here, then it will just take this one. It will not take this one. Substring means remaining this thing. When it finds the character, then it will take that character and all the characters after that. Okay, now again if I run this, now you see they can ask you that suppose after the first space, I want all the things which is after the first space. So you can go by this method. When you find that particular space or particular character, just go with str1 dot substring. I can take it in the different string as well, but I want to show you. That's why I have taken the same string. I can do it in the different string as well.
Oh, Abhijit,
Okay,
one
so
doubt. Uh, why? How come it is type? I know you gave the for loop, but how it is typing on one line, like one character on one line?
you see When I say system.out print ln, this is why it
Uh-huh.
is printing on one line. Now space I will say print. Okay, now this is a
Okay.
good question. Suppose if I run this, you see,
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay.
okay,
And
that's
another thing, like you wrote
mm,
for okay, where is that one? Like that
this one.
in yeah, int equal to zero, right? Is that minus zero or what? That also I did not
No, no,
understand.
no, no. This is equal to zero.
Okay,
That
equal to one.
yeah,
Okay. I int I equal to zero, I less than string I plus plus. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
okay.
I got it.
Because the indexing is indexing in the starts with the zero. That's why I have started with zero. Now, if I started with one, then it will not take t. Suppose if I started with one, then as so you see, it has now taken t.
The T, yeah.
Okay,
And
it has not.
you
Mhm.
you already gave like int character char is equal to string one dot length, right? So in that case, can we use that chars I less than char here?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
you
yeah,
can use
okay,
as well because that is
okay, yeah,
giving me the integer value. I have to pass here integer value. I cannot pass string value. So this is giving me, if you see, int.
okay,
Okay, that's why we are you going to use here. You can use anything, whether it is char
okay, yeah, sure.
or
Thank
okay,
you. I got it. Yeah.
okay. Now, say now suppose I just do. I'm not say going for substring thing. Now this is a string same as this one. Okay, now I'm not printing anything. But what I want that I want to replace all the spaces by something. Suppose underscore. Okay, now what I want that I want to replace my space with underscore. So how would I do that? Anybody? Okay.
You have to
Uh,
get the string,
mhm.
read the string one by one, and then all the spaces replace text dot replace. I mean,
It's a inbuilt function str1 dot
replace,
replace all. What you want to
replace
replace? Yeah, what you want to replace? I want to replace space and from how
to
which thing I want to
hyphen.
replace underscore. Okay. Now here I will just okay. Now if I run as you see. So these are the inbuilt functions. It will come handy. Now,
Mhm.
suppose in the framework, we will take we are getting reports at every interval, so at every day. So I will just get the report name as my date time. But when I go for the date time, it will just give me something like this thing, something like this thing. So I will just replace all this in one go, like replace all by this, replace all by this. Okay, now suppose if I want to this dot as well, if I want to replace the dot as well, but on a single line. So how will I do that? Avinash, anything from you?
Some other function should be there.
Now,
Instead of replace. Oh.
okay. Now, if I say replace, so
Mhm.
let us check that what will it do? Okay. It will also doing the same thing. Okay. Now, okay. Now, what will I do? I will replace dot with your say another underscore. So now, if I run this,
Okay, we are using to replace.
I can use as many times replace as I want.
Mm-hmm.
Replace. You know, suppose I want to replace your say n word where it is n. I want that it should also with the underscore. Okay, say run as Java application. Okay, you see where there is n, it has just move with the underscore. Fine and learning ng. So I can use as many replace dot replace in one single statement as I want, and it will replace all the things. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
now the now moving toward next, we have array. Okay, say string. Now to represent an array, we use this, and I think so. Yeah, arr equal to new string. Here I have to declare the number of elements. Okay. Now say a double R on the zeroth. I have mango and a double R on the one I have apple. Okay. Now you can go with maximum of five, but indexing is always starts with the zero. Okay. Now suppose if I want to read, now suppose if I add one more, mm, 0, 1, 2, and after apple there is a lychee. Okay. Now if I want to read my apple, so simple thing is that a double R, the same thing, one. Okay. Now I will just comment out this one and I will just run as Java application. Now you see it will give me apple. Okay, now how to iterate through each thing? We can say array dot, I think so, length. Okay. Now if I run this, now it is giving me 5 because I have taken this length as a 5. But I am giving only 3 values. So it will give me an error. Okay. Now, and the problem with the arrays, I cannot store string value in a int value in a string array. Which is string array, I cannot store integer. It says convert to it to string. Okay. To overcome this problem, we will use something known as two-dimensional array. Okay. Say, okay, sorry, no, not two-dimensional array. we will use the object array. Right now, just remember that object array can hold multiple data type. Okay, now how to declare object? Say object data, name it as any you want, new object. Say I have my 5 rows, 5 values. Okay, now say data 0. You can store, suppose I will store the string value hello. Now in the second data 1 says any integer value, say 45. Okay, now you see it is not giving me any other. Now say data to say true. Okay, say data 3 equal to suppose 4.6. Okay, so you see it is not giving me any error because it can hold multiple data types. Okay, so right now just remember there is an array that is known as object array. Okay, okay, and it will hold, it can hold multiple data types, whether it is string, integer, bool, or you can say double or decimal. It can hold any type of data type. Right now, just remember this. We will use this. This is a very important thing. But right now, for the interview purpose, just remember this. If they ask you, tell me the thing that can hold multiple data types. So you can say object array. It can hold multiple data types.
Mm. Uh,
Okay.
Object one second. The
Mm-hmm.
top one, right, where you
Mm-hmm.
wrote string array is equal to new array. I was thinking even that is an object definition like that. Is that like so
No, no,
in
no,
the
no.
okay?
If you see, I
Uh,
cannot give integer value to string.
yeah, yeah, that you
Okay.
said in the array I cannot give.
So
You said
I will say, suppose I can declare int, say a double r one equal to new int, say 3. Okay. Now this is the array of integer type.
mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say a double r one. Okay. 0. I can give it as 4. Okay. That is okay. But I say array 1 and say 1 in if I want to pass string here, then it will give me error because it says that converted into integer cannot convert from string to int. So this is a
Okay,
problem with the array, that if it is an integer array, then I cannot store string value. If it is string array, I cannot store int value. If it is a boolean array, then I cannot store string value, another data type. That if the array is of that data type, I cannot store other data types. For that, we have an array, namely that object. It can hold multiple data types. You see, it's a string, it's an integer, it's a boolean, it's a double.
okay. So yesterday you said the concept of string plus string is equal to string. So that is applied here too as well, right? In that case, string plus string, like the way yesterday
No, no,
you.
no, 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 no,
Oh
no,
no.
no.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is that is a different concept. Don't get confused
Okay.
in that. I'm talking about array right now. If you
Okay. Okay. I got.
if you
Okay. I got
see,
little confused. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, don't get that mix that topic into this. That is, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
suppose that's the topic. Suppose if I say int a equal to 3 and say string b equal to say anything, say test. Now, if I want to say SYSO, if I add these both, So what will now this is the thing. If A is an integer, B is a string, and they are both adding with each other, or can say concatenating with each other. So this A will automatically act as a string. This is the
Mm-hmm.
thing. I'm talking about the variable, not array.
Okay, I got it. I
Okay.
just yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. So now, suppose if I ask you that what is a function? If I ask you that what is a function, how will you answer me? Anyone?
It's a call to another method. Like a small action is in somewhere else. We don't want to repeat that one, so just we are making a call like
That is the concept of reusability. But if I'm asking you that what is a function that is you can so known also known as a method, how will you answer me? Avinash, anything from you?
Yeah, it is a set of some instructions.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good answer. It's just a block of code that performs a specific task, or you can say
Mhm.
set of instructions that perform instructions. Okay, so now if I say this one, say public static void, okay, and say add. Okay, now I will just simple print statement that in add method. Okay, now suppose first of all, just a simple point. If there is function name, they contains a void, or your method name contains a void. Void means it does not return anything. Okay.
Mhm.
Void means if the function names contain void, then function will not going to return you anything. Okay, now suppose if I want to print this statement, if I just run this, I can say run as Java application. Okay, nothing is there. Okay, so function cannot be called by themselves. They has to be called. I can and function can call another function. Okay, now if I just run as now you see in add method. So the you can say it's a small point but very important point. They will just give you the computer and say, okay, just print this statement. I want to say a print statement of this. So you have to do this to call this. Function cannot be called by themselves. Okay. Now suppose if I want this function to return something. Okay. Suppose I have one more function, say public, say static. Okay. Now if I want to return it something, suppose I want to return a sum of two variables, say int and say add one, or say you can name it as add sum. Okay, here. Okay, now if I want to return, now if you see, it will give me an error that add return statement because there is no void in it, so it has to return you something. What it will return? It will return you only integer because this is a function of type integer. If I say here, if I type string, then it will return you string, add return statement. Okay, the mesh method must return a result of type string. Okay, now if I just again go with the integer, now if you say return a result of type integer. Now what will I do? I will pass two variables a and say the second variable is b. Okay, and in the end I just say int result equal to a plus b, and in the end I will say result, sorry, return result. Now this function is returning me something. Now if I want to call this function here, I say add sum, and I will pass two integers, say 2 comma 4. Okay, now it is being called. Suppose if I run this, I said okay, it will print 6, but it is not printing anything because I am returning the something. But how I can show it? Suppose if I say sorry, um, SYSO, and I say now if I run this, now you see it will give me 6, and if it is returning me something here, if it is returning me something and I want to store that value, I can store that value only in integer, and I can print that value in integer. Okay. If I run this again 6, but thing is that I have stored that value in y variable. I cannot do like I can store this value in string. No, because if it is a return type of integer, then I have to store that value in integer only. I cannot store that value in another data type. Okay, so you got 2 points. If there is void, then that function is not returning you anything. Function cannot be called by themselves. And if there is no void, that function is returning you something. What is it that function is returning? It is depending on you that what type of function you want. Now, if it says integer, then it will return the integer data type. If it is string, then it will return the string data type. And what it is returning, you have to store it on the same data type. You cannot store in the other data types. Okay. And you seeing that my main function is static. Okay. And I'm also making this function as static. Okay. Because the next big statement is static function can call only static function. Suppose if I remove this word static, now you see it will give me error. Okay, so because my main function is static, that's why I'm making this function as static. Right now, just remember this point that static function can call only static function. Okay, now uh, so there is one more thing which I want to discuss with you. Say, say I will just delete all these things. Okay, now say int a equal to 100. Now int b equal to 200, and say int c equal to 300. Okay, and say int d equal to 400. Now, say if A is less than B and C is less than D. Okay, then just say yes, and I just say do something. Okay, okay. Now, mm, okay, now I know that this will give me that do something because A is less than B and C is less than D. Both the condition are true, so it will go inside. In the end, if both of the condition are true, then only it will go inside. Now suppose if I say C is greater than D, so now what will it do? It will print or not?
No.
What about you, Avinash?
A is less than B, correct. And no, no, that condition will not match.
Okay, so it will check the both the condition. Okay,
So it
now
is
if I
or
run
it
this,
will not.
okay, no, no. Suppose if I run this with this one, this is known as all. Now what will it print?
Do something.
Yes, because this is the or condition. Either of these condition is true. Okay, getting it, Kothai?
Yeah.
Okay, either of the condition is true, it will go inside. Whether this is false or this is false, but either one of them is true, then it will go inside. Okay, now next thing is you can say, okay, say C is less than. No, it will print C. You can say do something. Now, what is the difference between this single and double and? Now, if say run as, it will do the same thing. But what is the difference between this single and your double and your single and? Okay. Now, for this, mm,
Logical and is double and this
uh,
is
yeah, this. Now, for this, let us take an example. I will just make two functions. Say public static boolean. Now, booleans means that it will return me because I'm not going to use say void is logged in. Say is logged in. Okay. So when I say you know that when I not using any void keyword, so it should return something. Right now, I'm just say that it is returning true. Okay. And just a simple print statement that say in is logged in. Okay, and I will go for one more function, say public, and the same thing here. Just is say yeah is link present. You can name it as any. Suppose I have two functions. Okay, and I will just write a print statement. Okay, okay. Now I know that these both are returning true. I will just say here is and say okay. Now you know that it will print do something because the both are the conditions are true. And in my and thing, I want that Both of the conditions are true. Okay, now if I run as, now it says in logged in is link present and do something. Okay, now thing is, uh, say what will I do in is logged in. You both of you are getting that what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
What
Yeah, yeah,
about you, Avinash? Okay, you are getting. Okay,
yeah,
now
yeah,
both are getting. Now suppose I will deliberately return at it as a false is logged in. Okay. Now this is a very important point. Just remember, I am deliberately doing it false. Now I know that it will not go inside because this situation is false. Okay. Now if I run as, now you see is logged in, it's returning is false, but it is here, and it will also go to this link whether I am getting this as false. It will going to this link as well. Okay, in single hand, but in double hand, it will not go into the second thing. It is not writing this one because when it finds this situation to be false, it knows that I'm not going, my situation is not going to be true, because if this situation fails, I'm not going inside this bracket, so it will not check this one. The difference is that only. If this situation is getting false, then it will not check this situation in double AND. This is a very good interview question they can ask you, that what is the difference between single AND and double AND. So you will say that if the first situation is false in double AND, it will not check the second situation because it is getting false in first situation, so it will not going for the second. But in single AND, it will check both whether the first one is true or whether the first one is false. Getting my point?
yeah.
Okay. What about you, Avinash?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Now I have told you that static function can only static function. Now suppose I have a variable known as integer, say k equal to 9. Okay. And when I'm calling this function add sum. Okay. Now here I'm passing two variables. Say integer result equal to add sum. Now I want pass two variables. Suppose first is mine 5 and second is you can say I want to pass this variable k. Okay. But it is giving me error. Why? Because this function is static and I am passing the variable which is non-static. But you see that this is simple. If I just say static int, say L equal to 9, I can use this L. If I say here L, then it will not give me any error. Okay, this means that static function can only access static function and static variable only. Okay, suppose if I make one more function after this main function, say public int, say add all, okay, and I will say int y, int a, anything. Okay, now suppose I say int result equal to a plus. Now I want to access this k that is non-static. Okay, k, okay, it will not give me any error. Okay, and say in the say return result. Okay, now I can access K. I can just control click on this. Okay, now I want to access this L as well. I just say plus L. Okay, now again it will not give me any error. My function is non-static, but still I am able to access this non-static variable. Okay, that means non-static function can access known sorry can access non-static as well as non as well as static variable. Now I will check whether I can access the static function or not. Now suppose here add function. I say or just say okay, just say add. Um, say add. Now you see it is not giving me any error. So there is no rule associated with non-static stuff. Non-static function can access non-static as well as static variable and functions. There is no rule associated with non-static stuff.
Object, but how do we figure it out which is static and which are non-static like that in general?
You see, static thing creates the word. It's taking a word static, and if it is non-static, there is no static keyword. The static keyword is the main thing. Whatever the
Okay.
key variable, static, static function, static function, static variable. Whatever the thing, variable or function containing the keyword static is make them static. Whether that is variable, static variable, whether that is your static function. Okay, just remember that static variables can be only accessed. Sorry, static function can access only static stuff.
Okay.
They cannot access non-static. Okay,
Mhm.
but there is no rule associated with non-static stuff. Non-static function can access non-static variable as well as static variable. Okay,
Okay.
now suppose if I want to make a object of this class, how will I made it?
Object.
Avinash from your side.
Yeah, uh, yeah, we can make it like a class name, and then we can give some other name like what is the class? Study
Now,
material. Then
okay, suppose second class. I name it as say second
yeah,
class
then some name.
SC
Let's see, yeah, correct.
equal
Equal to
to new
new. Yeah, now
second
second
class.
class. Yes, correct. That is fine.
Okay, this is how you're saying that this is how we create an object.
Yeah, according to me. Yeah.
Okay, so what about you, Kothai?
Yeah, I also think the same.
Okay.
So
Mm,
this is where I asked Abjita. This is the same thing we did for the array also, but there we used array differently. That is where I asked.
Uh, thing is that this is wrong. When I say create an object of the class, This is how you create an object of the class. Okay, so
Okay.
this is a object reference. This
Okay.
is not at all an object. By using the word new, you will make an object of the class. Okay? This is a reference to the object. That object is lying there. Now, if it is there only, where it is lying in the memory location, I don't know. This will create an object, but where it is lying, I don't know. Okay, so this reference will tell me, okay, that your object is lying in that memory location. Okay, now when I say, suppose when I'm going to say Pune in any city, and it says Mumbai, suppose Mumbai, and it says Mumbai is 10 kilometers away. So that milestone is a reference that your city is 10 kilometers away, but that milestone is not at all a city. The same way it works here. New second class will make an object of this class. But where their object is lying, that will be tell by the reference thing. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this is how you make an object of the class, and this is not at all object. This is object reference. When I go for the new keyword, say new second class, it will make an object of the class here. Say this one. And where that object is lying is tell by reference. That is SC. In our case, it is SC. Okay. So there is a big confusion. Everybody will confuse in this. That where that object is lying is tell by this reference. That okay, that is pointing towards the this reference. That this is my object, and this is a reference to the object. That object is lying over there.
So, does that mean that every class should be referred as an object? Like, say, for example, new second class we said, right? Uh, so,
Now,
is
if you
that
say, if you make an one more object, here you have to give it second reference. Now, by this, again, you have a object in your memory location.
okay?
Okay, again, that is representing by some object reference. That is your SC1. Okay, and it is representing this memory location. Okay,
Okay.
you can make as many objects of the class as you want, but where it is lying, tell by the object reference. Okay, so this a I know that most of the students or most of the people don't know. They so say, okay, this is not an at all an object. This is a reference to the object, or you can say this is an object reference. This is an object reference that is saying that that object is lying over there, like this. That object is lying over there, and SC is referencing to the object. It's pointing towards that object. Okay. So today we have studied about things string. Okay. Then say we have studied
String
about
operations.
string operations. Then we studied about static things, that what is static, non-static, then and and double and what will it will do. Then again a very good interview question that it will be asked in many interviews, that what is the difference between single and double and. Okay.
Then
Then we
object,
have
object and
and then
reference. We
object and object reference. What is the difference between the two? Most people doesn't know about these things. Even the experienced persons doesn't know about these things. Okay, so when I use the new keyword, then it will make an object of the class. Okay, that is your object is being made by the new keyword, and this thing is referencing towards that object, that where that object is lying. Okay, we will discuss about this more in the next class. That when I made the object of the class, all the non-static stuff will reside over there. We will discuss about this in the next class.
Yeah.
Okay. Any question from your side, from Kothai or Avinash?
Uh, today I'll go through, and tomorrow maybe I will have
Hmm.
update from my side.
Okay. What about you, Avinash?
Yeah, yeah. If any doubt, I'll ask tomorrow. Go through all
Okay.
concepts today.
Okay. So tomorrow at 7:15 a.m. and please Avinash be on time.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, sure.
Okay. Okay. So you're coming tomorrow, now, Avinash?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay. So I will pass you the link. Again, it's a YouTube link. Okay, just study it
yeah.
and do that Excel thing which I have tell you both about you in the yesterday's class. And this is a very important point. Nobody will tell you about these things. These things, double and single and okay, the static and non-static stuff. These are very important thing to understand the concept of OOPS. These are the basic thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then let's meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye Avinash, bye
Thanks.
Kothai.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay.